Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 3 releases in exactly 1 month's time, and we have all new information about the next season of Fortnite and all of its brand new collaborations. With the recent confirmation that the brand new Valhalla bundle was originally supposed to be within the current season's pass, obviously focusing on Norse mythology. This does seem to solidify the fact that next season is going to be another Marvel season, focused on the symbiotes. And we have so much to go over, so trust me, you want to be sure you're staying tuned to the very end of it, as we have so much to go over when it comes to the brand new Battle Pass. But if any of you guys are new, we do gift new and old subscribers every single week inside of the Fortnite item shop. So if any of you guys are going to be in need of a gift, all you have to do is drop a like on this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the post notification bell turned on, and drop a comment down below with your Epic Games ID. And if you hadn't picked up anything inside of the item shop for yourself, do consider using my support creator code YTORAY, as it greatly supports the channel that extra mile. And well, let's just get into it, as we do have information that the next season of Fortnite is looking to be a full-fledged Marvel season, just like Nexus War and Absolute Doom. As this was leaked all the way back during the Fortnite Simpsons mini-season, where we had the first 3 seasons theme leaked for Fortnite Chapter 7. And obviously that Norse mythology theme ended up getting pushed aside in favor of Showdown. But it looks like next season is going to be focused on the symbiotes and also Spider-Man, which are definitely not new to Fortnite. We've seen plenty of these collaborations before in the past. And especially with the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, this is honestly perfect, considering Season 3 should be lasting roughly all the way up until the end of August. And with that brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, you can definitely expect that we're going to be seeing the arrival of a brand new Spider-Man outfit. Most likely the traditional red and blue that he's going to be wearing in that movie. And if the current May the 4th event is anything to go off of, there is a slight chance we could be seeing a Spider-Man pen and ink skin, as that does seem to be exactly what they're doing with the all-new Mandalorian. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with that, but there is no doubt we're going to be seeing a collaboration for that brand new movie, and possibly even seeing the return of the mythic web shooters, which personally one of my favorite mobility items we've ever had in Fortnite. But with the symbiotes arriving on the island, that is looking like we're going to be seeing the arrival of Null, the king of the symbiotes, in the form of the main villain of the next season. Which is definitely pretty fitting, and honestly this character's design looks super cool. Definitely fitting of a tier 100 title, I think. With him invading the island with his symbiotes, most likely even bringing along a new biome just for that season. So you can easily see it being located maybe around Painted Palms, or he could even be taking over the Ice King's frigid fortress. As Null is known for having his very own throne, and obviously we have one here in Chapter 7 Season 2. And could even be bringing along his very own mythic item in the form of the Necro Sword, which honestly is pretty overpowered in Marvel Comics. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with that, as obviously he could also be bringing along his very own minions to the island, being in the form of these symbiote monsters, which did only make a recent appearance in the Spider-Man 2 PlayStation game, if any of you guys have ever played that, which do honestly look pretty cool. Definitely kind of fitting of a Fortnitemares update, I think. But with Null, we're obviously going to need some heroes to help take down this new villain in the storyline. And well, it does look like we have a pretty cool lineup of characters you can expect to see next season. Kicking it off with the arrival of Agent Venom, who's obviously Flash Thompson in the Marvel Comics, and honestly I think he'd be a pretty cool fit for the next season's pass, as he is basically an anti-hero, so he is not a villain himself and actually does work alongside with the military, and is kind of a mix between Venom and the Punisher, which is honestly pretty cool. You can easily see him coming to the game in the form of a brand new outfit, and maybe even seeing some sort of mythic item, which obviously could end up just being a gun, along with other symbiote characters as well, such as even the possibility of Scream, who is another pretty popular symbiote character. It's actually a female this time around, and she does actually have the ability to scream really, really loud, hence why she has the name. It does very much remind me of the Agony skin we already have in Fortnite, which is obviously a part of the Venom 3 movie collaboration. And Scream would definitely be a nice touch, especially if you did actually have a mythic item as well that would allow you to scream and maybe even stun players briefly. She did also make a brief appearance in that Spider-Man 2 game, and honestly she's a pretty cool symbiote. But there's honestly so many different types of symbiotes in the Marvel Comics that all have a chance of showing up in the past. Here is an image of a lot of different variants you can see. They do actually have their very own color schemes and also their very own unique abilities, so you could even see the arrival of Lasher, maybe even Toxin. The list is endless when it does come to these characters, and honestly they all look pretty cool, but more or less they are just the exact same kind of design with that symbiote, obviously just changing the color. And with that, you can also expect that we're probably going to be seeing the arrival of a lot of brand new Mashup outfits, which is definitely not new when it comes to Fortnite collaborations, as we've seen a lot of them when it comes to the Fortnite Disney collabs. From skins such as Peel Vereen, we have the Wookiee team leader, and also the Springfielder Peely outfit. You can already see it, we're probably going to be seeing some sort of symbiote version of Peely, or maybe even Fishstick, which I think would be pretty cool considering we already do actually have a symbiote Mashup character in Fortnite already, which we did actually have for the Big Mouth skin, as that skin did actually receive a Marvel edit style all the way back when it first released, which you can see right here was actually themed around Carnage. And well, you can definitely expect to see this dialed up to 11. With possibly even seeing the return of Carnage, maybe he'll get a pen and ink skin as well to obviously please the people who own the Battle Pass skin already, as that does seem to be a safe bet when it comes to Fortnite re-releasing collaborations that were previously within Battle Passes. Let's just hope one day they can make a pen and ink Darth Vader. I think that would be pretty cool for anybody who doesn't own the original Darth Vader skin. And a Carnage pen and ink would honestly work so well in my opinion. But obviously you can expect Fortnite Mashup characters, but you could probably also expect to see the arrival of Marvel Mashup characters too, as so many of the comics in recent years have actually delved into other Marvel heroes actually getting their hands on the symbiote. We had Captain America have it, we've seen Wolverine have the symbiote, and I mean even Marvel Rivals done the exact same thing by actually having brand new outfits arrive in that game that were basically symbiote variants. And the possibilities for this are endless. I mean, we had a symbiote Captain America, which was honestly a pretty cool one, along with many others, and I definitely think this would be super cool for any of those previous Battle Pass skins to obviously give them a little bit of a difference. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see any sort of Marvel hero get the symbiote within the next season of Fortnite. What would you like to see? But that's not all when it does come to the next season of Fortnite, as we do actually have some all new storyline information too, along with another collaboration which looks to be arriving very soon. With the release of the upcoming Supergirl movie releasing in June, I believe, we should be getting a brand new Supergirl outfit, just like the way we did obviously have Superman last year. As we do know that Fortnite are still currently working on a brand new sidekick, and they've actually been working on this one for almost a year now, which is actually the arrival of Crypto the Superdog, which we originally thought was going to release when Superman came out back during Fortnite Super. But seeing as how Crypto is going to be a big part of that Supergirl movie, the chances are he also will be coming as a sidekick when we do get the release of the Supergirl movie too. So be sure to keep an eye out on that, and honestly I think it would be pretty sick if we did see the return of the Kryptonian ability, transforming us into Supergirl this time around. We'll have to wait and see exactly what they do have in store for that update. But obviously the storyline is getting pretty heated right now, as the Dark Voyager is still collecting all of those 0 point shards and still slowly trying to rebuild the entire 0 point. And we will have that upcoming live event happening at the very end of the season, obviously building up until the release of the next season of Fortnite, which will give us some answers to how exactly the symbiotes will be invading the Fortnite island. As we do know that Seven are currently looking for Dr. Sloan, which is honestly a big shocker when it comes to the story, as it is looking like she is still a member of the elites right now, and Jones is actually trying to pull out a wild card to take down the Dark Voyager once and for all. You can expect that we will be seeing the return of Dr. Sloan very soon, possibly even getting another skin within the next season's pass too, considering a lot of the storyline characters are definitely getting a lot of love when it comes to the battle passes recently. And I think everybody's going to be pretty excited to see Dr. Sloan make a return, as it looks like she's going to be a good guy this time around. But we will have to wait and see. We are still roughly 1 month away from the release of the next season of Fortnite, and we still have so much ongoing in Season 2 from that upcoming Overwatch collab, which is going to be a massive event in Fortnite where you also will be able to get yourself some all new free rewards, very similar to what we did see with the South Park event at the very start of Chapter 7. Just before we will get the arrival of the symbiote, which honestly I can't wait to see, as there is even some teasers seeing that we could possibly be seeing a brand new black suit Spider-Man, but the only version of the black suit Spider-Man being available from the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass. As the brand new day movie does seem to be teasing we could be seeing a symbiote. I've seen a lot of people mention we could actually have been seeing Man Spider, but that has been confirmed not to be happening anymore. So if this is true, we could also be seeing an all-new black suited Spider-Man, which I think could honestly be a pretty cool addition. But we'll have to wait and see exactly how this all fits in with the storyline, considering it could even lead to the symbiotes working alongside with the last reality, as they definitely have a lot in common, especially when it does come to the Chrome. But we are still a bit of time away from the release of that. Let me know down in the comments what you think about an all-new Marvel season. But unfortunately, that is all we pretty much have time for here in today's video. And if you did watch all the way to the very end of it, be sure to drop this word down in the comments alongside with your Epic Games ID. And if you're not already, do consider using my support creator code YTORAY inside of the item shop, as it greatly supports the channel. And if you did enjoy, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.